Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Council of Reads. I'm Dylan, joined by Jason.
G'day.
Fommy.
Hey.
Nitin.
Yo.
And Dave.
Are you recording?
No, I just decided to start it
As a practice round.
as a practical joke.
Okay. Usually you
yeah.
check beforehand, right?
When? When has he ever done that? Why make up lies?
Okay.
That's a good taste of how this episode's going to
Oh, yeah.
go. We didn't get any comics this week.
It's filler!
No, it's
Speak for yourself.
It's all killer, thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
All killer. Filler
So,
issue.
yeah, for the most part, we decided to go back and find something old to read, trades,
Something
and...
new,
Shake it up.
Something
Well, it is
fun.
issue
different.
what are we? Episode like 43 or
Yeah.
that's
Something
that
like
makes
that.
sense. It's a bit of a filler episode.
Okay, so yeah, we're just going to, for the most part, talk about some old comics.
Not like old.
Older.
Various degrees of age.
I
Yes.
picked old.
Like this. Well,
Yeah.
not really, but...
And of course, we're going to talk about it's episode 2 of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
And my film Flashback, The Thing.
So
Yeah.
Yes, great movie.
So
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, Jace, do you want to kick it off?
Alrighty.
What did you read?
I read Volume 1 of Saga. I've never read Saga. It's been sitting around home for, I don't know, ages, a year or two. But it's coming back, in case you don't know. Saga
Top
ran for
four.
50 issues.
Yep.
Went on hiatus for minimum 12 months, I think they said in their last issue. That was about 4 years ago. But it's coming back this month. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll finally give this a read. It's Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. It's very pretty. It's essentially Romeo and Juliet
Yeah.
space fantasy. Like, it's
Yeah.
half Star Wars, half Lord of the Rings, half Romeo and Juliet. That's threes.
3 halves.
With lots of with weird sex stuff going on, like
Yeah.
the robot people, the TV people. Sorry.
Yeah.
spider boobies.
The Spider Witch. Later issues, I remember some weird stuff goes on there. Leg people.
Sextillion.
Yeah. Yep. I thought you might have been up to there. But yeah, it's basically a love story. The whole galaxy's at war, two races. The planet people are the winged people. They come from this planet, and then they're in war with people originally from their moon, who are more magic-y sort of stuff. Like the main characters are a husband and wife. That's how it starts. So they're both on the run because they've both deserted their various armies. He's got like horny things. They're more magic.
He's got horny things.
Yeah, horny things. Oh, well,
Like a ram.
obviously he did about 9 months earlier because
There's a little
she's
horny
about to
thing.
pop it out. That's the story, and they and there's bounty hunters and
Yeah.
TV people hunting them and weird stuff, ghost people, sex slaves, lying cats, or a cat that tells you if you're lying.
It's good.
What am I looking
I liked it.
It is a very good book.
It is like one of the best, like, probably sci-fi / fantasy things for a long time when it came out.
Hmm?
Yeah.
You know what I like about it though? It's probably my favourite thing about it is just the dialogue, which doesn't feel
Forced.
or sci-fi or fair. It's just no different than like I seen the C word, big tick there. But they just speak like regular day. They don't, like sometimes they try to make them sound alien or
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
differently. They just talk like us, and it made it easy to read. And Vaughan, but the dialogue's excellent.
He's
Like-
a great writer.
Yeah, the dialogue's what really struck me the most, to be honest. But I very much enjoyed it. I think I got 2 and 3 sitting at home.
Yeah, I
I might smash more of them and maybe keep going.
got to find my all 50 issues and
Yeah. Because it ended on such a big cliffhanger, I remember.
What? Sorry, I just saw that.
Yeah, the leg people. I think it's a red light district planet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's
Oh,
a
wow,
lot
okay.
going on.
Oh yeah.
Especially where you're up to now, buddy.
Which bit's that?
oh, they're in.
Oh yeah, don't worry about that. The next bit where, oh man, I'm like, what is this? But it comes good the next page. When you see the little girl, you're like, whoa, not cool. And,
Oh, okay.
and the will agrees it's not cool and fixes that. Well, tries to. But there's a lot of characters introduced and a lot of stuff going on. But at the same time, you don't feel lost.
Yeah.
Very good book. Highly recommend. Saga.
Looks
Check it
very
out.
interesting.
I've always sold tons of them.
I push it on people.
Yeah.
It was a very popular book.
It was hugely popular.
It's still popular.
Yeah. Oh, we
It
still
just-
sell the trades regularly.
Yeah.
And he's one of my go-to recommendations, depending on the person and whatever.
Yeah.
It might be sexist, but I'll be honest, it's one I definitely sells very well to females. Like, you know
Like
what
if
I
they
mean?
like the Firefly and stuff.
it depends what- yeah, what
I'd
you're
push
into.
that on them, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
like-
Yeah, they
Yeah.
got more of a sci-fi
Yeah,
style.
yeah. When I ask, people come in and just ask for a recommendation. It's like, oh, well, what comic should I read? Oh, what CD? What music do you want to buy?
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's
Yeah.
you got to give me something. What kind of books do you like, or movies do you like, or if I can pick out, I like some sci-fi, or I like some whatever.
Yeah.
Then I might be able to see in direction. So like, yeah.
Actually, a viewer of ours, young daughter, you recommended some books too the other
Yes.
week. Very, very much enjoyed those books.
Oh,
So,
good.
So I think wants to come back and get the second. I think it was I Hate
Excellent.
Fairy Tales.
Because yes, it was. I hate
Yeah.
I hate Fairyland.
Yeah.
That book is amazing. I
Yeah.
love that. Got that in singles.
Is that Scotty Young?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like, it's very. The art's very poppy
Yeah.
and colourful.
Because him doing a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. So
Sequel coming. For that, but he's not doing art. That's kind of a bummer, but I'll pick that up for sure.
So yeah, so if you're ever unsure on things to come in store, Jay will ask you a few profile questions to reference it.
Now, all I can tell you is
And then-
what
and
either
then-
I like or what the consensus is. Everybody likes different stuff.
Yeah, there'll be a few profile questions asked, and then he'll ask about comics and go from there.
Measurements, maybe.
Yeah.
Gotta get those gentlemen inseams.
Okay. So last episode 43. Okay. What have you got here, Dave?
Yes.
What is that, Dave?
I picked this up. I don't remember where.
Whoa.
It's Wolverine, Reign of Terror.
Mm-hmm.
How's
Ah,
rain spelled?
Rahne, and I'm hoping it's rain.
And-
Otherwise, it's
and Terra.
pointless.
Terra is spelled
Yeah.
Terra, as in
Yeah.
Terra, the planet
As
Terra.
in Earth, yeah.
Right.
It's by Peter David, Andy Kubert. It is circa, what year is this?
I'm guessing.
94.
1991.
Yeah, I was gonna
Ooh.
say 91, 92 would have been my guess.
Look
Look at
yes.
the colouring.
Yeah, I looked at Peter David, Andy Kubert. It's like, oh, Andy Kubert's awesome, and Peter David's pretty awesome.
It's young
too.
Cupid.
But the story was a bit, I don't know. It's half like, it doesn't really explain itself to the last 3 pages,
Mhm.
and you keep thinking, is this a dream? Is this not a dream? And then you find out that. Don't we spoil it? Well,
Yes, I
no
don't
one's
care.
really gonna read it.
It's a 30-year-old comic book.
It turns out a maid from a fantasy world has pulled like Wolverine and Reign out from the current world and swapped them with doppelgangers of their own in the real world. So
Okay.
in the real world, Cable and the X-Force team think that Reign's just gone cuckoo, but really it is actually a princess from the other world, and they just swapped because the story is on the 16th
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
when did
birthday.
they swap with Wolverine? Did you say Wolverine swapped as well?
Yeah, so like a Beast has swapped with Wolverine. But you don't see that. You barely see, well, you see a bit of Wolverine in this, but
Right.
it's, yeah. But basically on the 16th birthday, the princess is supposed to be like devoured and defeated by, like killed, basically. It turns out the person doing the killing is Magneto, but the fantasy world Magneto.
I see.
And he's brainwashed the Wolverine that he's brought in. It's
Woo!
yeah,
Sounds interesting.
It was pretty though, right?
it's old school pretty. It is very old school pretty. There is a fair bit of action. Yeah,
Okay.
like nice
like-
Wolverine going through the
Do you wish to inform the viewers and listeners why you picked that book?
Yeah, what did you tell us before? Dave?
Well, it's short enough already.
That's not the word you use. You're like, it's thin enough already.
Thin, yeah, thin.
It's the best. And I went looking for the same sort of thing. What's a thin trade? I
Because
read the 12-parter?
I had Lock and Key. I was like, I don't think I'll finish that in time. So
Yeah. Oh, good choice, maybe.
yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
You don't think so, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't read it again, but
Fair enough. Alright, who's next? What do we got?
Yeah, I'll go. I read the first trade of the George Perez Wonder Woman run. which was essentially rebooting Wonder Woman back into the DCU, but it was rebooting Wonder Woman in the DCU. It came out in 82, 80 something, early 80s. And it's funny because he was tapped to do 6 months worth, basically an arc, the first for 6 issues. 5 years later. But it was a fantastic run that he did.
Oh, it's essentially modern Wonder Woman stuff there.
Quintessential. Yeah.
Well, the first issue is Hysteria. The first issue of Hysteria.
Yes.
How the gods created the Wonder Woman, the Amazons. Just it was for its time. For Greeks, they're very white and blonde.
Yeah.
White and blonde.
It is what it is, right?
Yeah, but whatever. It's still, it's the the history of the Amazons and how Wonder Woman came about and how much Hercules is a jerk and all of that. Well, jerk is putting it lightly.
Yes.
But yeah,
He's
and
my
how
favourite.
and how Wonder Woman comes to the man's world. Steve Trevor, the first arc with Ares. The art is fantastic. It's George Perez.
Of course.
He did the plotting, and I think Len Wein came along as the scripter.
Yep, sure.
So it was
That's
still,
I think that's how an artist-writer should be. They should be just plots. Like, very few guys... Writing dialogue and writing concepts and plots are different, right? I do like when you get someone to... Well, just fill in the words for me.
It always confused me, but at the use of the term Amazonians,
yeah.
like I always thought like Brazilian tribe,
Yeah.
like. But there's also, I assume, a Greek Amazonian, or what? Like,
There's Amazon as in Amazon rainforest. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
yeah, but like,
And there is Amazon-
like Amazonian tribe, can be described for Wonder Woman, but it could be like indigenous people of like the Amazon rainforest. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's true.
But what's the point?
No, he's saying when
I hear it,
Amazon-
like I'm
you think
thinking,
it's
I
real world
keep
people in
thinking
Amazon.
real world.
Oh, right.
tribe,
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Because like, and then you throw in
Even though
like
you know
Greek
you're reading Wonder Woman.
yeah,
that's
but
what
like
think.
you throw in Greek mythology, and it's like what? Yeah, and then just screws around in my head. It's like, what has this got to do with Brazil?
That's why they got Wonder Girl.
That book is
They
great.
made that book just for you, Dave.
That book is
She's Brazilian.
Joel
it's
Jones
Joel
is
Jones.
awesome.
Yeah, you should
she's
reread
great.
that book. It's a good book. Donna Troy just rocked up.
Oh.
Joel Jones joined Donna Troy. It's fantastic. Yeah, and the first arc was what? The first arc of the book was the Steve Trevor, her in the man's world. Second arc was her in the trials in the well of not the well of souls, the Doomsday block that's under the
Oh,
island.
yes.
A lot of the stuff that I thought was recent introductions, I guess came from
Oh, for sure.
the Perez run, which is excellent.
It's like the Daredevil Miller stuff, right? Same to the level, like
Yeah.
never the same after that.
Yeah, absolutely,
Everyone
yeah.
that's come since basically worked
Yeah.
off that.
It's just genius to have like Ares, the god, and he's the
Yeah.
villain. It's
Yeah.
genius.
Oh, and the Ares design is so great.
He's
it's
amazing
great.
looking.
Like,
You
it's
see his
just
hair, face.
badass looking.
As good as the movie.
Ooh, I don't know. Almost as good as the
I
movie.
like an Englishman with a mustache. Very scary.
Freaking Lupin from Harry Potter. Did you guys see the concept art and like the action figure? He looked really cool.
Look like Ares.
Yeah, and I think last minute they decided to change the design because
Ah.
action figures
Why-
were made and
Why
everything.
make things?
Yeah, Warner
We
Brothers.
can just have a dude.
Yeah. Less CGI.
People will surely buy more toys of this character.
Yeah, no, it was really good. I liked it.
Volume 2 over there, I think.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's in my box.
Volume 2 is not over there.
I've got
Install-
I've got volume 1, but yeah.
Yeah, I would
Read
like
it.
to buy them.
Read it. It's good.
I think I did. I maybe got 70-80% of the way through, and I was loving it.
Oh, that first read?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Sometimes
And,
with old things like that, though, like you just stop and then once you've stopped for a bit, it's gone.
Mm.
It just doesn't get picked back up.
And George Perez is probably the artist of my childhood.
Mhm.
The comics that I read.
Mhm.
Teen Titans, Wonder Woman, I think Justice League,
Mm-hmm.
all the reprints I had as a kid.
Yep.
They're all based on George Perez. You know, he did Crisis. That was...
It just was classic. Like,
Yeah.
classic.
All right, Dale. What about yourself?
Alrighty. Was it last week? I was reading that Halo Legacy
Yes,
collection. Or
2
was
weeks
it
ago,
a week
maybe?
before? Yeah, that reminded me. One of my first kind of modern comics was the Halo graphic novel. So I went to my parents' place and dug through all my trades, and
Get some more Halo mini, dear.
found that. You notice how there is no dust jacket?
Oh, is that how it came?
No, I chucked it out.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What do you guys think of that?
I like it.
Ugh.
I try to do it at home, but I get yelled at.
No, I don't like it at all.
I thought there'd be a pretty
Wow, man.
divisive.
I don't know.
Was it crap?
We have the new edition of this book.
Is it the
And-
same though? Because if it's not, why are you showing me it?
Well, it's got the same image on it. Like, it
No,
looked
it's
exactly like this.
But as a dust jacket.
As a dust jacket.
Yeah. And it would just, I was a kid, I was like 10 or something, and it just got in the way, so I was like, oh, I don't need this.
Oh, it
I'll
was a
get rid of
10-year-old decision. That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, like the Marvel Premiere Edition hardcovers, they look excellent.
Yep.
Like without the dust jacket.
No.
Yeah,
Tom used to always wear his dust jackets.
No.
Yeah.
Dust jackets.
yeah, I agree. Like,
Because they
that
get,
dead
they get a
Earth.
bit ratty, but
I understand,
Once
but like
they
that
get-
dead Earth, that mad Wonder Woman on the front, like if it does go, it is a beautiful hardcover just
Yeah.
as a hardcover. But yeah, dust jacket.
especially ones with the leather, the faux leatheriness.
Yeah.
If it's just like, you know, Marvel later on, like now era, they didn't have dust jackets, just the hardcovers with those plain
Yeah.
things. If it's a hardcover like that, but like ones with the fake leather, I think they look so much better without a dust jacket. In the video.
Yeah, even now I wouldn't really care about dust jackets.
Nah.
Yeah.
I always take them off when I read them anyway.
Yeah, same.
That's a good idea, actually. I haven't thought of that.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Like if I'm reading an omnibus, always take the dust
I
jacket
take it off
yeah.
when I'm reading. Yeah, for sure.
No, but I could handle throwing them in.
Do
the
you
bin.
break your omnibuses in?
No,
Like,
but like
What do you
the
mean?
well, apparently, like,
Ah,
way you're supposed to do it is put up on its spine and hold it on each side, and
Oh,
then
like
just let a couple pages go each
Lube
each
it up?
side, so it doesn't like, yeah.
Yeah, but is that the soft
Have you seen
omnibus or
me?
the
Way to
hardcover
go.
one?
No, like it works for all. Well, the harder, bigger.
Done.
I got the #1 Amazing Spidey Stan Lee Ditko, and
Yeah.
that's got the awesome Amazing Fantasy cover, and the thing's just really normal and plain. So yeah, no, I wouldn't want that. I want the dust cover for sure.
Yeah, dust jackets.
Yeah.
Okay, so this originally came out in 2006. I think my edition is 2008 or something.
It was a big deal at the time, man.
It was the first kind of Halo media that wasn't
The
a
game.
video game, right? And this is basically an anthology. And at the time, I didn't realize how...
Star-sided it was.
Yeah, like who's working on that? Simon Bisley, Mobius, and obviously as a kid, I see Mobius and I'm like, this doesn't look good. I don't want to read this. And I never read that story until
That's
like
fair.
last week.
Did you enjoy reading it and then as an
I
adult?
really liked it because it was very kind of complicated. I wouldn't have gotten it
Yeah,
if
sure,
I read it as a kid. My favorite story in here is the Simon Bisley story. I guess I have to explain a little bit about the game.
Excellent.
no.
Again,
I like Dylan's history lessons.
Get that now.
I haven't had a good one of these since Power Rangers or Ben 10. Please.
okay, so you guys know that Halo is about fighting a group of
Shame called,
aliens.
like, explain to the stupids.
Yes,
Yeah. Hey, I can say you can't agree with it.
you guys know that Halo is about fighting a bunch of aliens called the Covenant, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't have known they had a name.
Is that where Aatrox is from?
Atriox is the Banished. It's essentially the Covenant, but red because the new guys are lazy.
And what about the new one
One new one.
in the latest game?
With
The
cat-
Banished?
With the cat ears.
Oh, they're still the Banished. Yeah.
They're still the Banished. Okay, the first game, the humans stumble upon the Halo ring, right? And they land on it, and it's the Covenant's holy land, essentially. And halfway through the game, it just turns into a horror game, and this eldritch abomination gets unleashed, and it's called the Flood. And I never really got scared, but a whole generation of kids that were playing Halo, thinking it was a dumb game about shooting aliens, all of a sudden, crazy zombies halfway through the game.
Good, need to toughen them up.
So Yeah, it became what, Dead Space halfway through.
Really? Yeah. So my favorite story, the Beasley one, it's about one of these commanders from the Covenant, one of the elites. He is basically just fighting the Flood, and it is just super grotesque and super gory.
That's what Beasley does, right?
Yeah, it's fantastic, and
He can't help himself.
Nah, messier the better.
Oh yeah.
it's not traced. Malieve.
Shots fired.
Yeah.
No, it's comfy.
It is great. This first story.
It was highly like requested back when I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a hot
Oh, yeah.
item.
Because I read the foreword, and apparently they'd gotten proposals from like publishers and stuff, and
Because everybody would have gone, oh, how much is that license?
they
money.
weren't too keen on what they saw. I think the art director, graphic designer, Lorraine McLeese, I think she worked on comics before. So essentially, what they did was she used her contacts in the industry. Basically, they did it, the whole graphic novel themselves, and they just pitched it to other people.
Sell it to market, yeah.
Yeah.
Who wants to print it for us?
Yeah.
So it's not just like a Tops freaking
Yeah.
tie-in.
Yeah.
Yes. And my second favorite story, it's got the Flood in it too, so you can see a recurring theme here. It's about Sergeant Johnson, and the whole story has no dialogue, and it's just him shooting Flood zombies.
Cool.
It's great. You want to have a look?
Yes.
It's like the last 5 minutes of Doom.
Ooh.
Have you played Half-Life?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the head crabs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except these guys can use guns.
Hey?
Of course it is. Oh, I didn't mention that earlier.
And crabs are like facehuggers, but crabby and
Yeah. Get it from loose.
Heady.
top of the head, not the face.
Yeah, and what's trippy about the Flood is, first they're zombies, oh no, it's scary, but and then all of a sudden, 10 minutes later, after you're fighting them, they start shooting at you with guns. So,
Okay, so Halo question.
yes.
The ring world thing, is that man-made or is it like natural structure?
No, it's made by an
I
ancient
assumed it was,
race.
because it looks like it.
It
But,
was basically built to contain the
Yeah.
Flood,
Right.
and as like
so it's like a prison-y sort of thing?
yeah. And if you activate it, you
Negative zone
can
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
basically wipe this corner of the galaxy of all life
Yeah.
to stop the Flood.
Yeah, how good's that beer stuff?
It's so good, man.
Yeah. Any painted stuff looks good, but his stuff's great. Good choice, though.
Yes, that was awesome. I hadn't read that in like 10 years or something.
Thumbs.
I read Mark Miller, Steve McNiven's Nemesis. I have had this since 2010. Don't know why I never read it.
You hadn't read it?
What?
Never read it.
What?
I know.
Ew.
I don't know why.
Oh.
It's just never read.
Oh.
Superior I only read last year.
I know.
It says it
Nemesis.
makes Kick-Ass look like shit.
No, it doesn't. There's hashtag there. So he was before all this hashtag stuff. Yeah.
How good is it?
Dude.
I read it all today.
Yeah?
It was amazing. I actually don't want to say a lot about it because it still sells a lot and I can't recommend it highly enough. It is so it's essentially when Mark Miller, who'd done amazing stuff before this, he'd done Civil War, from Marvel, he'd done Wolverine, Enemy of the State. What had he done DC wise? Anything DC wise? Animal Man?
No, like Authority and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
That's where he
So,
became famous.
yeah, so then Miller World started around this 2010 mark, and this is one of the first ones, and holy shit. Like with
Bro,
the
I've been waiting since issue 2 for my movie.
with the Netflix deal that he's done, how is there not a 45-minute animated movie of this this series?
I think he
He wants to hold on because there's more?
I think he's already sold. Like, 'cause in the letters page, like, he's not, he stands soapbox.
Yeah.
Issue 2 is like, we're already optioned.
Because I read
Yeah.
the first one, and then I read the last one, but because I was reading it while watching a Dallas Cowboys game, and we were trouncing someone, so I'm like, I'll keep reading this, and holy hell.
'Cause when he did the Netflix deal, I think there was a couple of things that already, like, Kick-Ass didn't come with it, obviously, because it's
It was already
some.
done.
And I think that is still, even though nothing's happened.
Wow.
Because the type of thing, I guess, as long as you pay re-up.
Yeah. So essentially, the background story, he is a super villain that is taking down police chiefs across different Asian countries. But essentially, all he's doing is getting his practice in to work up towards a police chief in Washington DC, and it is just everything so Mark Miller over the top.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's amazing this is first. Like, because like, this is first, then Superior, and then one other thing, and then King's Secret Service. So, like, to start off with this, it is just batshit crazy from the
Kick-Ass
get-go.
was first.
Sorry?
Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass was first, but that was before Miller World and everything. Like, that started before.
No, I think that was Miller World.
I don't think they were really pushing it yet, but because it was the whole books everywhere. Because like you had 4 books at 4 different publishers originally. Because like the Chosen was at Icon's Marvel.
That's his still Marvel.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, yeah, Marvel had Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
Chosen was Dark Horse.
Okay.
Whatever. I can't remember the other ones. Unfunnies. Anyway, continue.
So yeah, no. So it starts off. He's in Japan taking down this police chief, and there's no issue around collateral damage. It's just so high paced. It's so over the top. The way it all goes down at the end is really promising for if it has been optioned and everything for to see more down the track. It has been a while. It was 2010, so that worries me a bit.
Give it up.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad I didn't read it ages ago, because if something comes out the next couple of years, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Reading it 10 years ago. So after the first issue, you realize what his motives are. Kind of a few different things that went down, and then his entry into America is mind-blowing. Includes Air Force One and the Pentagon, and it's just batshit crazy, and it's beautiful. Like, I haven't seen
As McNiven at his best. By far.
Oh, Cat.
I'll probably say
that Cat runs very close to his best, I think. But for 4
Yes, I
books
think
straight
best.
up, it is.
Yeah, I like this the best. I think
the Nemesis costume, just the straight white.
It's first Batman.
Yeah.
Well, because I think the basic concept is cool. I want the money and toys of Batman, but
Super.
crazy like the Joker.
Yeah.
Switch it up.
And that's exactly what it is.
It's not for everybody.
Oh no, it's ultraviolet. It's
Yeah, if you're not a fan of the Miller
ultra
excessiveness.
non-conservative.
Well, I would say
Oh,
the
trying to explain that bit to Dana.
the bomb, and we'll just leave it at that, is the most messed up thing I've seen in a fairly mainstream comic book.
Well, the reason for the bomb is probably the most
Yes,
messed up
yes.
thing I think I've ever seen.
Yes.
Batshit crazy.
My favorite way to sell this is just to say, "Oh, it's kind of like a take on Batman," and that's all I say to people. Like, obviously,
You pick it first, yeah.
yeah,
of course,
obviously,
but
they'll tell me, "Oh, I really like,
Yeah.
Like more messed up stuff or whatever." But all I'll say is, "Oh, he's kind of like Batman. It's like a take on Batman."
yeah, it's the psychological stuff when he's talking about getting the 3 big secrets of the family, and there's so many things I want to talk about, but I don't want to talk about because I want people to, if they haven't read it yet, enjoy it, experience it. It's here actually. There is a set. I
actually just ordered more trades yesterday.
out of trade for Christmas, but there is a set of books here.
That's the original singles from when they first came out.
And only $50 for 4. Highly, that's ridiculous.
Watch that go up soon as we get a movie. Soon, maybe one day.
One
Hey,
said it
do I
was
just put it in
before
your box
Kick-Ass for it.
Hey,
One said it was before
I
Kick-Ass.
already
Yes.
have it.
Of course. So yeah, Nemesis Protocol. I can't believe it took me so long to read it.
I thought you'd read it.
No,
Yeah.
Oh man.
I didn't speak up that I hadn't because it's been sitting.
Yeah.
I got it out of the boxes that have been in the
Yeah.
garage for ages, a while back, and it's just been sitting there. I'll get to that, and
So
then
good.
nothing came in this week. I said, beautiful.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
my
Good choice.
it's about damn time actually.
Did you read Unfunnies?
No. I think it's the only Miller World book I actually don't own because I didn't care.
I've got Chrononaut, so I haven't read that though. Has anyone?
I like Chrononauts.
Okay. What did you say?
That's going to make a great cartoon or whatever they're doing. with it.
Unfunnies.
I haven't heard of that.
It's like old cartoons.
But Miller.
Yeah, like the Crows.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
'Cause, yeah, it was one of the 4.
I also read
How's Avatar?
the most recent Spidey.
Yes.
Peter Parker. It's in a Spider-Man costume.
Oh!
Doesn't work out well.
Oh.
Oh,
So that's usual. That's good.
Yeah, that's
oh,
what I
that's
want.
true. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good point.
But it's pretty good. Yeah, so good to see that finally kicking back into gear. We'll have 2 Spideys, and if the best thing that came out of Timeless was showing a certain Ben Reilly with a Hollywood sign behind him, bring it on. FF Life Story. You need to catch up on that book.
Oh, yeah.
You need
I haven't
to
read that
catch
one.
it.
I think I'm up to date
you're up
besides
to
that
date?
one. Besides that one, I haven't read the current one.
That was amazing.
That's the Galactus one,
was
right?
the
It's finally
Galactus
coming,
one.
right? Yeah, no, I read that one.
Did the cover change like stock?
What do
I
you
thought
mean?
it was a hard cut, like a
No,
cardboard
it's-
cover.
No,
No,
not
it's
for
always
those
done,
ones.
okay.
It's Marvel, bro. Come on.
I think
Well-
it's just a different look
Yeah.
at the front because it had like the nice font.
Nitin's
Life
going to be
Story.
very intrigued in the last book, which is the last page of the last issue was just a red.
Yeah, I saw it.
Ah,
I
yeah.
flicked through that issue.
It has been good. Not
Yeah.
Spidey good, but has been good.
Yeah, no,
But
definitely.
the first issue just put me off because
Yeah.
I don't think that's the concept. They were different from the start.
Yeah, it's all kind of come back around
Yeah.
now. It
Which
has
more,
it has
I'm like,
fixed
what's the
itself up
point?
a little bit. But yeah, it's this issue is really good. You'll like it a lot because bit of Franklin coming into his own with his now he's older. And Gods of Brutality issue 3. That book is dumb and hilarious, but really fun. It starts off with them sitting around a fire, still in hell, trying to get out, and they're talking about. He's asking if the guys from Led Zeppelin were wizards, and he's like, "Oh, Jimmy Page may have dabbled. I'm not sure." And he's like, "Sing us the song about the going to Valhalla." And he's like, "No, stop that. Sing us the one about the golem stealing the woman." It's pretty damn good. So I hope there's 1 or 2 more of those. I think there might have been
Yeah.
a December one.
Yeah.
cool.
It's one
So,
shoot. Yeah.
yeah, that's all I read this week.
Is it time?
Oh, Dave's activity time.
It's Dave's activity time.
I'm scared.
Yeah, me too. man.
Dave's
Somebody
scared.
save me.
Yeah, you're next to him.
Where are you going?
Oh, he's going. Oh, this is the best activity ever.
I need to get something.
Oh, it's got visual aids.
It is visual aids. Wait, oh god.
I don't want it.
Do I need to describe to the listeners what's
I'll
happening right now?
just-
Yeah, Dave
He's
left.
just
start
running
it.
from one side of the shop to the other.
I'll just start it. So, rankings last year. You know how we did our top 3 and all that?
Yes.
Yep.
So I was looking at my shelves today because my place is a cluster.
Yes.
And I figured,
I was there today. I can
why don't we
completely agree.
rank MCU movies from best to worst?
Oh, easy.
And I have DVDs and Blu-rays.
I love
to
that they're all
represent it.
still sealed.
Yes.
Price.
So, we
So
can sell
what
the
we'll
steel
do
books later.
Ooh.
Is I'll give a movie one by one, and we'll put it
Let's
in
just
its
put this in
proper
the bin
section.
right now.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
I
whoa.
put Iron
Put
Man
that in
bin.
the bin.
Yeah, but
I meant
what
three in the
are we
bin.
going to
Right,
put
that's-
first in the bin?
I thought Dark World's worse than it.
So what we'll do,
I like that more than I like
Nah,
that.
that's a bad film.
we'll put them in this, I guess, in
Uh-huh.
order of like goodness.
Wait, so we
how are we
need
going to get a consensus?
Yeah, we're going to come to an agreement.
Yeah, that's the activity. It's teamwork.
We're going to be here for hours.
What else we got to do?
Just
Yeah.
because of
You
Ragnarok.
wanted content, Dylan.
No, he asked for good content.
Okay,
That's a lot of movies.
Why is Deadpool there?
Deadpool doesn't count.
Why is it here? Is it?
No.
Okay. We'll start with Ant-Man. That could be in its own position because, hey, whatever.
Okay.
Okay, so is Black Widow better
So
or
you're,
worse?
hang
than-
on.
Ah.
Do you
No,
want
no,
ranking,
no,
or
no.
do you just want us to advertise your bloody DVD?
I get what he's
Yeah,
doing.
yeah, yeah.
I
Do you
do
get
too.
what I'm
I was
doing?
just-
Yeah, it's starting point.
All right, so Black Widow better or worse than Ant-Man?
Oh,
Worse.
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 Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
put
yeah.
it-
Worse.
So
Behind.
It's a debate. At the moment, this is where we're at.
Yeah.
do spine up. It fits for spine up, so we can.
Oh, we
the
can
movie.
see, yeah.
But if Ant-Man had Francis Flower, it would have been better.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Better than Black Widow.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Not as good as
No,
Ant-Man.
yeah.
No,
That's
as good
what
as
it's-
Ant-Man?
No,
Yeah, I
Ant-Man's
would say
better.
that. Ant-Man's just really fun.
Yeah, 100%.
Far From Home, Spidey.
Is that the second one?
That's behind Black Widow.
Second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
behind Black Widow. Behind Black Widow
That's
for
last.
sure.
It's tough, eh?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, Black Widow's pretty
Yeah,
average.
Francis Flower.
But this annoys me.
Yeah.
Black Widow doesn't annoy me.
Hated that.
So that
Oh, that,
I'd
oh,
rather watch
that
Black
class,
Widow
The
again.
class and the teachers.
Avengers: Age of Ultron.
What's the second?
It's after, I would have it after Shang-Chi.
Same.
Yeah, I'd have it
After
after
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Ant-Man, Shang-Chi.
Yeah, it's in front of Black Widow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
But there's some cool action. There's so much cool there. It's just...
Yeah, but it's introduction.
I
of the
do like
twins.
James
but it's just
Spader.
not... It's not great, but...
No.
James Spader introduction of the twins.
It's a frustrating
Like,
movie
I'm
because the potential's
outclassing it
there.
because I'd put it behind Black Widow. I didn't like it. It was just a rehash of the first one.
Wait, what was that one?
And the Joss Whedon
Yeah, just
writing.
Ultron.
Did he write that?
Okay,
Yeah.
that's another Age of Ultron. I'm gonna leave it out.
Why do you have two Age of Ultrons?
One's
One's a
4K.
4K or a
fair,
steelbook
fair.
or a...
Guardians Volume 2 and Guardians.
Hang
We'll go
on,
with Guardians first.
Guardians first.
That's up there. That's the best one of the lot
Second,
so far.
for sure. Second.
I'll put it in front of Shang-Chi.
I'll put it in front of Ant-Man.
I don't know. I wouldn't put. I enjoy Ant-Man way more.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
But that's 3 out of 5.
But
that's-
in saying that,
I think Guardians is more watchable.
yeah, it gave like Guardians. No one knew Guardian.
yeah, but
Yeah.
But
are we,
we're
what are we
going
I
ranking? Are we
enjoyed
ranking
them
just what
more
we liked
than-
it more?
yeah, it's behind Ant-Man for me. I'll watch Ant-Man again before I watch
Okay,
Guardians.
so
Yes.
that's... Alright then.
What?
He's like,
Two.
no.
No.
Guardians
What
two.
you want it first?
I want it first, but,
But
if it's consensus...
it's
Yeah.
3 to
yeah,
2.
yeah,
so
yeah.
shut up.
Alright.
Guardians 2.
Guardians 2, so...
It's in front of Spidey.
In front of Spidey.
But it,
Yeah, but that's about
Nah,
Yeah.
nah, it was boring as hell.
There, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Alright, I'm
Alright,
outclassing that.
alright.
yeah.
I guess.
Ahead of Spidey, behind Black Widow.
Ego's
I wouldn't.
Ego's a good actor.
What do you
Cap Winter
I would
Soldier.
put it- I would-
Whoa, just relax.
What do you mean?
I would have put it behind Avengers, in front of Avengers. Guardians. I really did not like Avengers 2.
you already don't agree where Avengers
Is this,
so
is
that's
this
not
good
gonna
for the
help
YouTube?
you.
Because
For
it's just us staring at it.
That's fine.
No, we're talking about the movies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
go, Dave.
I might want to move the camera
Okay,
over a bit.
I was
That
pretty
doesn't
confident. Winter
Yeah,
Soldier.
I'm
Yeah.
fine
Yeah,
with
Winter
that.
Soldier's up
Winter
there,
Soldier's
yeah.
first.
It's
Yeah,
not up
first-
there. It's just gonna stay there.
It's staying there.
If you think that's moving, you're fucking in for a rude shock.
No, but
That's
if I bring our first adventure, what are you going to do?
So Winter Soldier's
over
better.
here.
Yeah, it's behind Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier is still better.
It might be a Cap 1, 2, and 3.
Alright, Black Panther.
Okay, this is difficult.
Probably, I'd put it in front of Shang-Chi.
Yeah, I'd say, but yeah, that's where I'd probably go.
That's about right, yeah.
I liked it, but it's not as fun.
Yeah, it's a bit dull.
Yeah, it's...
yeah.
It's beautiful and
Yeah.
it's interesting,
I'm happy with that spot.
but
Yeah.
I think that's probably about. Oh,
I probably like Shang-Chi more.
But,
you know what the problem is? They're the same. Plot. Oh, they're not very different.
no, I get what you're saying.
I know what you mean.
So Panther first, though.
Introductory.
Yeah, you got me first.
Yeah, introductory movies. Yeah.
Well, they're all Ant-Man. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. There's not many that ain't Ant-Man.
Spidey Homecoming.
Ah, at the bottom for me. It's
At
last.
the bottom,
It's
I'll put it above
agree.
Far From Home.
no, I disagree.
Me too. I prefer that over
Nah,
Yeah.
Far From Home.
Follow me?
I prefer Far From Home.
This or Far From Home?
Neither.
I know neither, but which
So
one
the
less neither?
Well, less neither.
This one had Mysterio.
Yeah,
Which
but
I guess
it
was-
had,
Yeah,
it had
but-
J.K. Simmons at the end, so I was happy with that 2 seconds. I wasn't happy with the last 2 seconds. of
Yeah,
that.
okay, so this is over
Not Keaton and
It's
the bee in the
garbage.
car.
I'm out, Clark. I'm out.
Garbage.
I'm out.
Garbage.
there.
Garbage.
Okay, so far, for the most part, we agree
I
on
don't
the
see
grand
Spider-Man
scheme of
doing any
things.
swinging and Spider-Man action.
I just also love.
Spider Monkey.
We're not arguing much around the top here. We're
Yeah.
all arguing on what's the
And-
show.
and-
There's not much to argue there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the
Yeah,
top,
I know.
we currently have
Well,
Cap,
David
Winter Soldier.
disagree.
Yeah.
Dave would put this number 1.
Not number
Would it
one. It'll be up there,
Yeah,
but
you
not
could
number
put it
one.
number one.
Not
You
number
want
one.
Come on, there.
We agree.
Hey, it's your game, Dave. We're doing.
He's a prat hole.
We agree on like the what's important. Like,
No, but Nitton doesn't.
no, we're arguing on
Dave's,
like.
Dave's
Oh,
lost it.
Where's he
where are you
going?
going?
Sorry, Dave.
to get representations of the other 2 movies.
What?
What do you
We
mean?
just use a card
Or we could just talk about it.
Or we could just talk about it and
and you just put it like a.
grab another
Nice.
movie. Grab another movie.
You've got a double. Well, we just put it upside down.
Alright.
What is that?
Alright.
Because yeah, that'll fit in the box now.
I don't think that counts.
What?
The top
The
one.
top one.
It's not MCU.
That's not. Yeah.
What, this one?
No,
No,
this one.
figure.
Far From
Well, you're gonna go get-
Home.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You're gonna
couldn't
get a
find
Venom
that.
one?
Couldn't find a.
Yeah, but it doesn't count because it's not MCU.
I know. But
Oh, you're using that to represent the new one?
yes.
Okay, fair enough.
That's
No,
fine.
no, no, no,
but he's not in it.
no.
Incredible Hulk.
All right, Edward Norton Hulk.
This is.
Edward Norton.
I'd say in front of Ant-Man.
Nah.
I like that more than Ant-Man.
You're drunk.
No way.
I've got it just behind
Probably
Guardians.
Yeah.
I'll put it. I've
First
put it.
Guardians.
Oh, okay.
I'd put it behind Shang-Chi.
I wouldn't even go
Oh
with
no,
that.
I really like it. It just lacks something.
I'll put it behind Black
Cool looking
Widow.
Abomination, maybe.
Oh,
Black
yeah.
Widow.
But the fuck's cool. Huh?
Yeah.
What would
Oh, behind Black
Black
Widow. You want to go back?
What are you talking about.
5-minute fight scene.
It's better than Black Panther
Yeah,
and
that's
Shang-Chi.
why it's
Oh.
For
behind
sure.
Guardians.
Behind Guardians, I think is fair.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
I would probably have it in front of Guardians.
I'll probably have it a bit too
Personally.
back, though. That's the average, though.
It's much better than
Yeah,
these
but he
two.
wanted it behind his.
Yeah, but
these
it's
two.
just my opinion. It's a general
Yes,
consensus.
yes.
Okay, so what do you think, you guys?
I've already said, just behind Guardians.
Guardians here.
In front of Guardians.
I was behind Black Widow, so behind
And
Guardians.
hang on, what are you saying, Dave?
Behind Shang-Chi.
Okay, so the happy medium there is either behind Guardians or behind Panther.
I'll go behind Panther. Because that represents. Yeah.
Okay, Dave, just put it in there.
Boo!
I don't like it, but anyway, it's all good.
Iron Man 2 with Whiplash.
No, freaking
So,
before Guardians 2, maybe?
yeah, I'll go before Guardians 2.
Before Black Widow.
Ah, come on. Come on.
Boyd.
Boo.
Boyd.
There
Sam
ain't
Rockwell.
nothing in this that's
Boyd.
cooler than Whiplash on the racetrack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the briefcase suit.
Sam
Yeah.
Rockwell.
Yeah.
Actually,
War Machine.
Good War Machine.
let's move it up even one more.
I'd say there.
Yeah.
Yeah. In front of Ultron.
Yeah. I would probably put it up a bit more, one more, to be honest, but
I
I
still
think that's
think
fair.
Black Widow should be a bit higher.
Black Widow's boring.
It is boring.
Yeah, I didn't like
Yeah,
it.
but the action scenes.
Oh,
Boyd.
Iron Man. First Iron Man.
First Iron Man is pretty
Ooh.
high.
That's number 2 for me.
Number 2.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, it's got to be above
better
That's
than
what
Ant-Man.
started,
Better than
man.
Ant-Man.
Agreed.
It's much better.
If it didn't work, there was nothing.
Alright.
Fair enough. I'd go on any man.
Captain Marvel. Oh. Behind Black Widow.
$50 on this.
Yeah, but behind Black Widow for
Behind
sure.
Black Widow.
I enjoyed Guardians 2 more than
Yeah, I was
that.
gonna say I'd probably put
Yeah.
it behind Guardians.
Okay. As long as it's behind Black Widow.
It's not a bad movie. It's just boring.
Yeah, 100%. It's still better than Spider-Man.
Cat First Avenger.
True.
I would go probably 3.
I'd go one. I'd go one.
I would put it after. I'd put it second. I'd watch that over Iron Man again.
No, I think Iron Man's is
Oh, this
pretty
is,
much flawless.
This is hard.
So is First Avenger.
Iron
I
Man,
love First
Iron Man
Avenger.
finishes a little bit flat with Ironmonger. Better finish with Cap.
Yeah.
This starts so much better.
I know,
That's
I know.
I love it, but
It's just I love all the mechanical stuff in that movie too. When he gets armed up in the gantry. There you call
I'd put it second.
I'd put it second. What about you, Fonz?
Yeah, I'd probably put it second.
second it is. Then.
Second it is. Alright.
I can handle it because it's great. Like,
Before Guardians.
Cap Civil War.
Before Guardians.
This one's hard.
yeah.
I'd put it
Put
above
it in
Guardians.
front of Ant-Man. I think.
Oh, yeah.
It's first,
I'll
it's
go above
first
Ant-Man.
Spidey. It's awesome. Winter Soldier.
And it's also fighting.
Yeah. It's
Honestly, I'd put it before Iron Man.
Oh no way.
That's just my
Wow.
opinion. That's how I feel.
yeah, no, it's
Look.
not. It's not. Yeah.
It's how I feel
Yeah.
about Iron Man.
I'll put it
I'm
above.
not even a big fan, but I'd probably put it after Guardians. To be honest, I'm not the biggest Guardians. Like, it's good, but it's just, I don't know.
I'll put it above Ant-Man. What about you?
Yeah. Before Ant Man.
That's what I said. Yeah, I said before Ant-Man.
I'd say maybe.
Alright. So we're sort of
Before-
halfway.
So maybe let Dylan finish the sentence.
Yeah.
Oh, before what? Because there's three of us that agree.
Oh,
but
whatever.
It's okay.
Yeah, no, just say we
Well, say your.
say
Yeah,
Still have an
say it.
opinion,
Yeah,
Dave.
yeah, let's say it.
Dylan.
I was just gonna say before Ant-Man.
Dave-
No, I mean after Ant-Man. Sorry.
After Ant-Man, okay.
Well, shut up. It happened.
Cool.
Next.
Well, that was the general consensus.
Yeah, that's why I
Okay,
was
so
like,
we want
don't bother.
to. Do we want to review what we have so far for the people in the audience as well, maybe?
Okay,
So
number one,
from what we pulled, number one is
Captain America: Winter Soldier.
followed by First Avenger, Iron Man, Civil War, Ant-Man, Guardians 1, Black Panther, Norton Hulk, Shang-Chi, Iron Man 2, Age of Ultron, Black Widow, Guardians, Captain Marvel, and bringing up the rear are the two Spidey movies. Was it Far From Home and then Homecoming?
Why did you clarify Norton Hulk?
Because it's Banner Hulk.
But it's not part of
That's
MCU.
I know.
Yeah, I know,
There's
but
no other Hulk movie.
It's called The Incredible Hulk too.
Not Banner.
all right, continuing on.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
I'd put Doctor Strange.
I'd put it between Black Panther and Hulk.
Oh no.
Between
It's
Civil
even
War and
just.
Ant-Man.
I was gonna say it's just before Ant-Man or just after Ant-Man.
Civil
for
War and
mine.
Ant-Man for me. I watch Strange before I watch Ant-Man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say before
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
I'd say after Ant-Man. I love Strange, but Ant-Man's more fun.
Strange is fun.
Yeah, I would go before Ant-Man.
So it's up to you.
I don't know.
Yeah, you decide.
It's
no,
in your
'cause it's-
hand.
yeah,
and
it's-
it's
and
dead
it's-
quiet at the moment.
yeah.
So how about we
So we
make
got-
a decision, guys?
Okay.
Two before Ant-Man, two
Before-
after Ant-Man. You're the-
I'll do before. Because I would watch Doctor Strange over
Yes.
Ant-Man.
Fair enough. Yeah, that was your tiebreaker.
Iron Man 3.
Garbage.
By the looks of all these.
Last for me.
Last. Yes.
Last, yep.
I haven't seen it since it came out.
I didn't even see it when it came out. That's how crap it was.
Oh, well, so you haven't seen it?
Oh no, I haven't seen it in movies. That's the
Since it
only
came
Marvel
out.
movie
Since it
I haven't seen in the movies, in the cinemas.
Not enough pepper.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Probably after Iron Man 2 for me.
Yeah.
After.
I'll put it before.
Yeah, me too.
I'll probably put it before as well.
Oh no, it's got a terrible villain. I feel.
But I'd watch this over Iron Man 2 any day.
Oh no, I'll
No,
watch Iron Man 2.
Iron Man
Rockwell
2.
alone.
Yeah, I put it after Iron Man 2. So that's Iron Man 2, after Iron Man, after Iron Man.
Yeah, I love Ghost, but Ghost is terrible in this.
Yes.
Ghost in the
Yeah.
comic books is great.
Larry Fishburne's pretty blur
He's very
too.
Blair.
That's a good point.
Alright.
Like, he's got-
I wanted it to be better than
He's
it
got
is.
two cool villains.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
got
they're
more.
actually not perfect, but
Yeah, put it in.
It's got
Alright.
more to it.
Yeah.
After.
I concur.
Cool.
and that's right. This is a little too samey to Ant-Man. I mean,
Like, good fight scene and
Yeah.
stuff, but that's a hefty box.
Close your ears, Joff. For Ragnarok.
Yeah.
I'd put it before the Spideys.
Apologise to all the viewers for Dylan's head covering everything.
Yeah.
That ain't It's alright.
Not that you need to see anything.
Why are
of
we
what we're
head
doing.
shaming here?
because it's
Because
enormous.
of obvious reasons.
I'd put it after Captain Marvel.
After Captain Marvel, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that.
I'd watch it before I watch Guardians too,
Yeah.
personally.
Dylan? Where do you think Thor Ragnarok
I would want
lies?
to put that last.
Oh, okay.
Well, then put it behind Captain Marvel. That's
Behind
fine.
Captain Marvel?
Yeah. It's not what I want a Thor to
It
be.
offended me the most, probably.
Yeah, it was.
I would,
really
yeah. But the good bits are cool, and I like the look of it visually. So that's why it's better than
Just
these.
sucks 'cause I love
But it's so
Everything else he's done. I just don't. Just stay away from it. Like almost like.
Oh, it's a terrible choice. It's the wrong choice because it's the wrong vibe. Him doing a Guardian sort of type of characters
Yeah.
would be amazing.
Oh, no arguments. Yeah.
It's just no. I don't want Thor.
To be in New
I
Zealand.
don't want Thor to be a goddamn comedy. He's a goddamn warrior god. Don't get me started.
July 9th.
If you think Thor Ragnarok is the best Marvel movie, you're an idiot. You don't deserve to watch movies.
Avengers Infinity War.
Ooh.
Now,
Infinity
for
War.
me, I'd put that number one. But that's me.
Oh
That's me.
no.
Before Strange.
Oh, for sure. I'd put it before Civil War.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's where I'd have it. After Iron Man. It's probably where I'd be going.
Yeah, I've got no problem with that.
Cool. Endgame, where Avengers cheat to defeat Thanos. Because they're a bunch of cheaters.
This is going to be pretty low for me.
Teaches people that
Yeah.
So in front of
cheat.
Panther.
Oh, no, I'd be lower than that.
Yeah.
I'd probably put it. That's probably before Ultron. Is about where I'd put it.
Before the Hulk.
I'll put it...
I know, Hulk's a much better movie. It's not a very good movie.
Ah, man. The
I'll
with
put
Cap,
it after
Cap with the
Shang.
shield and with the
100%.
hammer. That it's
It's 1 minute.
It's fine. It makes the movie.
And that does not make up for Fat Thor being.
Yeah, yes. And like I understand it, but like it's all fan service.
I'd put it...
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
serves
yes.
its purpose perfectly.
Yeah.
But personally,
Put it after Shang-Chi for me.
think after
I can handle that.
before Ultron,
Yep, that's
I agree
fine.
with Jace.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it before Shang-Chi, but whatever.
You're gonna destroy your movies, Dave.
Well,
How'd you fit him in the first place?
look, let's just leave these 3 out. 4. Put the last 4 out. Alright.
Should use that to
Thor: The Dark World.
For me, that's bottom. That's just not a very good film.
Let's have
I
a
would
look
say
at-
before Iron Man 3, because I hate Iron Man 3 more.
Yeah, I agree. I'll put that there.
I would watch that before I watch Ragnarok again.
Yeah, but it's not better than Spider-Man's.
It's just
See,
so
but-
boring.
It's got. This at least got some good parts. Like, it looks cool. This has got nothing.
It's got
No redeemable qualities whatsoever.
It's got Valkyrie.
It is very true.
Ragnarok
It's
has
just-
Valkyrie.
It's just a factor of what annoyed me more.
Good in that new costume.
Yeah.
Ragnarok annoys me more, I
I
guess.
understand.
Oh, Tessa Thompson.
Tessa
Oh, yeah.
Thompson, that new costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah, I'll put it for Iron Man 3, because I hate Iron Man 3 more.
Cool.
All right.
Doesn't really matter.
Just, I hate it.
last second,
Yes,
is going to break the
100%,
bank.
I think Iron Man 3 is a better film.
First Avenger movie.
Oh,
This one's hard.
yeah.
Because most of what made it work was just like
Them
the,
together.
the context,
Guardians, Black Panther.
the build up, and the excitement at the time. Because I feel like it's not a very good movie.
I agree.
Nah, it's not.
Guardians, Black Panther. I like that.
See, I would probably be looking before or after Endgame. Because I think they're similar things. They're not that great of a film, but they are what they are.
Yeah.
And maybe have to go back a couple of slots because of the director.
I'd put it before the Hulk. Hulk is a good movie, but the way I felt after I watched Avengers,
Yes. I understand that.
I'd put it before the Hulk.
I can
I can
handle
agree
it.
with that.
Yeah, cool.
Cool.
'Cause I was so
It's a very watchable movie.
I was so
It's
amped
just
after I watched it. Just
Not
like
special.
just watching the
Besides
Avengers
the
on
special
screen.
Or it did-
First Thor.
Oh, first was good.
This is really good.
Uh,
Underrated.
For me, that first Thor
Before Black Panther.
would be about
Right there for me.
I would agree with
That
that.
high.
Yes.
Before Civil War.
It's near perfect for a Thor movie. I thought.
Yeah, it's got the right amount of bit. It's actually got the right amount of comedy.
Yep.
But it's because it's not Thor doing the comedy. It's
Oh, and even when it's the fish out of the water.
your mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mate.
Captain. I wish it was my mate.
So we got that, but we got 2 movies left.
Okay.
And which
So what
are
we got
the
left?
latest 2. So
Oh yeah. Oh,
What Eternals.
they're hard too, but
Eternals.
down the bottom somewhere.
I watch Eternals over that.
Oh man, I'd rather
That.
watch Ragnarok
Yeah,
over
me
that.
too.
I'll
I've
put
put
it
it.
here.
I would put it there after
I
Ragnarok.
agree.
I put it above Captain Marvel.
Where's Captain Marvel? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would put it before Ragnarok. After Ragnarok actually.
Oh,
I'd watch
Yeah, he's not going
Ragnarok.
to go with that.
Ragnarok just annoyed me the most.
You and I have lost that battle there, didn't we?
So we'll find a nice medium there. So
Let's go Marvel. Like,
Yeah.
go there.
before
It's just-
Marvel or after Marvel?
After Marvel. Oh no, well, before Marvel.
Before Marvel. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, before Marvel, I reckon.
Yeah,
At least it's got some cool stuff in it.
Yeah.
It's just too long.
6 times in a row.
Yeah.
I do like Gemma Chan.
Who?
Be higher. Oh, the
Cersei.
Cersei.
She's shit.
And Miles
She's
Morales,
just shit.
who never appeared in Spidey
Right.
for the latest
There
Spidey.
No way.
No
home.
Way Home. Where would that go? Ooh.
Well,
I'd say before Ant-Man. After Ant-Man. Before Ant.
Nah,
After Ant-Man.
I'd put it probably between. Yeah.
I would say before Shang-Chi.
whoa.
Oh, down there.
Like yeah.
Because I would watch. No Way, like. Probably. Yeah, I'd put it where from.
It's hard to judge
I
because it's only new and I've only
Yeah.
seen it once.
Yeah,
I need to
that's
see
right.
how it would go
Yeah,
on a
but-
rewatchableness.
But I feel like I would enjoy it. I enjoy Ant-Man more than I would watch this again.
Yes, no, I'd agree.
I'd say after Ant-Man because Guardians.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think that's.
I can't hate that.
Yeah, I think that's probably
Like,
fair.
Alright.
That's probably fair.
So is that all the movies?
can't think of any. What's your
can
double
we-
ups over there?
Oh, there's just extra
Yeah, just
Avengers and
3
Caps,
editions
3
of it.
Thors,
Right.
3 Iron Mans,
Okay.
2 Ant-Mans, a Hulk, Doctor Strange, Shang-Chi, Black Panther,
Where
2
was this?
Guardians.
Pear tree.
Where was this?
No, that's everything.
No, where do I chuck this?
Pretty sure.
Yeah,
right there.
that'll do.
Yeah, alright, cool. Alright.
I think that's fair.
Okay.
So,
So,
do we
Rhea-
want a review? Okay.
No.
Oh well, yeah. Does anybody,
go.
anyone make an argument for an up or down?
I still think Black Widow should be higher.
It's one
Higher
against
than-
four in that one, though.
Like up, probably between Shang-Chi and Infinity. Oh, Endgame.
way.
Oh, no, not Endgame, but above Iron Man 2.
Nah.
No way.
I meant to so much.
No.
better. If I never watch this again in my life, I would be more than fine.
It
Not
was-
that I'm overly keen to watch this, but at least I would know I'd enjoy. Like Rockwell alone. Rockwell alone.
It was
what
just-
villains this got?
It was such an average movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, the villain was just
It
bad.
was like not even
non-existent.
Taskmaster for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It's,
And plus, we teased us with Ray Winston, and we didn't get any good Ray Winston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was terrible.
Alright.
Yeah, you need to watch Sexy Beast, then you'll see how good Ray Winston is.
Alright, let's work our way from the bottom, yeah?
Okay.
Alright, so at the bottom, with a concrete block in the bottom of a river, is
Slip on
Iron
the
Man
fishes,
3.
see?
Iron Man 3.
which I think we're in the minority of because most people like that garbage, but they're wrong.
Yeah, but
They like most.
I was going to say, these ones here, a lot of them would be up there
Yeah.
for most.
If you want to watch a house party, go watch American Pie instead. Alright.
House Party Protocol, didn't you remember that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's a garbage movie that I don't
Next House
remember
Party
all of it.
1 looks like House Party 2.
So, do you want to show the
I
fine
walked
people
out
there?
halfway through to go to the
Oh.
bathroom. I took my time going
Yeah.
back
I'm
to
pretty
the
So that's our bottom.
I'm pretty sure they know what Iron Man 3 looks like.
I know, but we've got to give them some sort of thing to look at.
They did, didn't they?
Back
Yeah.
to Dylan's head for ages.
Next up, Thor: The Dark World.
I suppose I'm doing
We're
this
really
now.
doing this.
Oh,
We
fine.
just read it out.
Just okay. I'll read
Yeah, it's
it
like
out.
20 something. Yes. Thanks,
All right.
Dave.
So
I'm sitting down.
followed Spidey: Homecoming,
People ain't not gonna like this list.
Spidey: Far
cares?
From Home, Thor: Ragnarok, Captain Marvel, Eternals, Guardians 2, Black Widow, Age of Ultron, Ant-Man Wasp, Iron Man 2, Avengers Endgame, Shang-Chi, Incredible Hulk, First Avengers, Black Panther, Guardians, Spidey, No Way Home, Ant-Man, Strange, Civil War, Thor, Avengers,
Well, you're
Infinity
blowing through it
War,
now, aren't you?
and then our top 3 are Iron Man,
Arms would be so sore.
Cap, First Avenger, and Winter Soldier
Sweet.
as our number 1.
Winter Soldier is by far their best film.
Yeah.
100%.
As a film, by far.
Just
So
that's what got the boys the Avengers gig after, so pretty
For sure.
much.
comment with your list.
Tell us why we're wrong.
And we'll
No,
tell you what.
like,
No,
you
you can tell us how you're
No,
wrong.
Yeah.
comment and tell
Show
us
your
your
ass and
list,
tell us
and
how
we'll
you-
tell you how you're wrong.
Everybody's allowed an opinion. Everybody's allowed an opinion.
But it's
I
wrong.
just judge you on said opinion.
And welcome to be judged on our opinions.
Absolutely. I'll fight you.
Mary Poppins, Joel.
And of course, Dave, bringing in your whole DVD collection to do this instead of just talking about it.
Yeah.
Well done, Dave.
Good job, Dave.
Good job, Dave.
I need to, so I gotta
Come
write
back
a
for
list.
a, come back for another edition of Dave's activities
Can I have my stuff back?
sometime soon.
Later.
He's
I
gonna
need that for later.
write a list so we can put it on the socials.
Check it twice.
Oh, I'll be checking it. Alright.
Scratching Ragnarok discs.
Okay. I believe it is time to talk about Book of Boba Fett,
Yeah.
Episode 2.
Yeah.
I really like this episode.
I like.
I love the Tuscan bits
And it has to be
where he
tied.
becomes a Tuscan
But
later.
The backstory is better than the front.
my problem with the Tuscan bits and my problem with the whole show is he's just too nice and too redeemable. He's a
We agree on
bounty
this.
hunter man.
Yeah,
He's
but
just
the
a
issue
good
with that
guy.
is like we never seen him besides 5 minutes on
I know,
screen.
but he's,
but
he's
he's
the
a
world's
badass,
best
and-
bounty
And
hunter.
that's what Lucas's, I guess, script for him was, that he was a badass, no holds barred,
Ruthless.
and ruthless.
To be the best, you
Yeah.
have to be ruthless.
And
Now,
good teeth as
I
well.
like the
It was so distracting.
Dude, the first episode was the worst.
the idea of him being with the Tuscans and sort of
Learning.
and become a part of
Yeah.
the tribe and mellowing, cool. But he's too nice from the get-go.
If he starts and he's kind of like not a very nice person, and he learns through them.
Yeah, calling them sand people and
Yeah.
stuff like that or something like
I've
that.
got no problem how he is with them. My more problem is how he is in the now.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's even
yeah.
worse. 100%.
That's way too lenient and too.
But maybe getting thrown into the Sarlacc pit and getting burnt and having all his gear stolen maybe
Oh,
humbled him a little bit.
Nah, it's you know what it is? It's just Venom. It's Sabretooth.
Yes, it is,
It's
isn't
that.
it? Yeah.
Oh, he's the cool bad guy that everybody loves. You know what? You know who
Anti-hero
don't
and-
make money? Bad guys. Good guys make the money.
Lethal Protector.
Yep.
Let's make him an anti-hero.
Exactly it.
Steph said to me, like, the way... she was like, hey, the way Fennec is acting, that's how I expected Boba Fett to act. She's like, hey, do you want me to kill him?
Yeah.
Oh, we should just kill him and all that. But no, Boba Fett's kind of like, oh, no, I'll let you go. And...
Yeah, but maybe that's the story arc. Maybe he realizes he needs to be more ruthless.
I would like to
Hopefully.
see that,
Hopefully.
because...
Like when he threw that dude out in for to scare him with the
Yeah, yeah.
rancor,
Yeah.
which is not there.
Yeah. I like the show, but I think my biggest problem is because this is my same problem I've got with Mando. They're both the same.
Yeah,
and they're
you
both
could-
good guys.
You could swap, like, especially the flashback scenes, you could
Oh,
swap
right.
that out for Din Djarin, Mando, and it'd be the same. It's him kind of being compassionate to the Sand People. We've kind of got an episode of that before in Mando.
See,
It's the good gunslinger coming into town instead of just the scummy one.
Yeah.
my problem is
Too
that
much white hat for me.
what is his end game and motivation? So, like, you get it from the movies. It's like he's in it for money. He's in it for the hunt. But you don't get that with this.
I would assume more money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
but like he's getting
become-
That
tribute.
he knows he's
And privilege.
he's too old and beat up now after that he can't go and do
he
what
goes
he did.
into the back to tank every bloody
Yeah.
night.
So like his days are past.
That's why he's going to set himself as Jabba
Yeah.
and have his own crew that goes out and does the stuff
It's
for
like
him.
a sports person going, oh, time to hang him up. I'm going to become the coach. Because I still love it and I still want to... I don't want a real job.
Yeah, I'm too beat up to put on the skates again.
Yeah. I'll just collect everybody's money.
The twins were cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
The
cool.
the Wookiee is from,
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was sick.
Black Chrysanthemum, I
Yeah.
believe
yeah,
his
it's
name
from
is. Darth Vader.
Darth Vader #1.
that's right. He was from something.
He looked more badass in the TV show than they put him in the comics, to be
Yeah.
honest, which is not usually the case.
It was great, though, right? You're like,
Yeah. Oh, so, is that him?
yeah.
Oh.
And you know that's coming, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
going to be a good fight.
Ooh.
Good fight.
And it's also leading up to like the Tuscans gonna help him out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be like a little Mandalorian episode.
They're all Mandalorian episodes.
He's a Mandalorian.
It's the problem, bud.
But yeah, definitely better than the first episode.
It's nice little bar scene with the band again.
Yeah.
You see that weird
Remix.
character, that little Gort character that you see. He's like not one of the rare figures, but he's like a weird little triangle-shaped head character. I should have paused it and taken a photo, but yeah, I've seen him as one of those weird random figures from the
Sure,
Kenner
sure.
figures from way back in the day, and they just used him randomly in the cafe,
cool.
in one of the cafe scenes. I'll go back and I'll send a photo to the group.
I really liked the train thing. I thought that was a
Train
great
thing was
idea.
great.
Because at first I'm like, well, why are they attacking them? Like, what's
Yeah,
the...
Because they're
And you're like, okay. I thought that made enough sense for me. They're drug runners. They just get away from me, you know?
Yeah.
It's preemptive strike. Okay, I was like, fine.
and the heist of the bikes, that was cool.
Yeah.
Like a bikey gang.
Yeah.
Loved how he went in his friggin' spirit quest.
Yes.
One of his,
Oh, the lizard.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Show the branch. Give me the branch.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
I enjoy
Gabby
it,
was
but it's
cool.
just- I don't know.
Yeah, the training with the stick and yeah, I'm enjoying it. Like it's getting better.
I like Jennifer Beals didn't want to put on paint as the Twi'lek.
I don't think you... Just get the paintbrush out, lady. I don't think you have a lot of options going on. Flashdance was a long time ago.
You see, Robert Rodriguez was the mayor.
Oh.
Cool. Like, it's good, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
know,
too white knight for my
No, I
liking.
get that.
Yeah.
I understand. get that.
Goddamn
Also-
Boba Fett.
Yeah, just. I know he has to, but like. Because it's Jabba's place and it's a one city, but I would like to see him go around a little bit, you know?
Yeah, you can see
Not just Tatooine. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm very keen to see more.
Yeah,
that. 7 episodes, so
Mm.
it'll take us through till.
I would have preferred the whole series be with the Tuscans because that's the best part of the
Yeah,
episodes.
I like. I'm more interested in those.
That part of the
Mhm.
story than the other stories,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's very Lawrence of Arabia.
Well, hopefully it shows how he gets a rifle, eh? Like,
He did get the rifle and he broke it over someone's
Yeah.
head.
And that's when he kept using the stick after that.
no, when you first see him in Mando.
I think he just had the stick.
He just had the
Yeah.
stick that goes.
He did?
Because
Yeah,
Fennec,
because he was
Fennec,
Fennec.
Fennec was his
Yeah.
was his
I could have sworn.
guy.
Jake and the Mussover one.
Yeah.
Could've sworn,
Still don't like that too. To be honest.
Yeah, but now you know why he was doing it because he learned it from the.
No. I mean, I don't like. I just don't like that Boba Fett is Jake DeMoss.
Oh right.
I haven't liked that since episode
Django.
2, and it was Django, but I just don't like it.
Yeah.
Poor Jeremy Bullock, bring him back. I don't want to. I don't need a Kiwi Boba Fett. It just breaks it for me. He wasn't Kiwi when I was a kid.
Said it
You
before.
never saw his head
He's
when he was
96
a kid.
years
I
old.
heard his
and he's
voice.
dead.
I heard his voice, Nitten.
You had a voice for a modulator.
Yeah, didn't sound like Jake DeMoss, did it?
Yeah, that's what you're there.
Nah.
Special editions are bad.
But Jake DeMoss is pretty badass, so fair enough.
Okay, film.
Film.
Film,
Yeah.
I chose The Thing this week.
fantastic film.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Thank you
Why
for my
did-
yearly viewing of the thing.
Oh, I said in the chat, like, I've seen it so many times, it's just white noise. I tried watching it and I started dozing off just because.
Nah, it had been long enough for me where I'm like, I'd not forgotten bits, but I'm like,
Yeah, no.
I understand what you mean, because I get that way
until.
once, even though I know, but once they all find out who after the blood test,
Yeah.
and then that last part's the end
Yeah.
is underground. I just don't care. Once they get underground, they go up and they find out he's down underneath. I'm
Yeah.
like, I just don't care anymore. I don't know. Hurry up, let's go. But often, the
So is
mystery
Money
part's
Baby.
the
Yeah,
best, even though I know the answer.
And, like, it depends on what time of the day I'm watching it. If I'm watching it earlier in the day, yeah, after the blood test is when I start
Yeah,
dozing off.
yeah.
If it's, like, later at night, it's way earlier. It's probably when Knowles runs off from McCready
Sure.
and he's, leaves me out in
Yeah.
the snow.
Leaves
That's when
out
I,
the
that's
snow,
when I start. That's before the blood test.
Yeah.
But, I've seen it so many times.
It's
The movie
just-
rules.
I was thinking last
It's
night.
effects, man.
I was like, it's got to be. I would say it's probably my top 10 films of all time.
Oh, totally
Oh,
agree.
absolutely.
Yeah,
You know?
it's-
100%.
At least, right?
well, if I'm getting, if I get someone to ask me a list, I'll probably start with that and Spinal Tap. So
Yep,
that'll be my, then Dumb and Dumber and things like that. But
Mm.
yeah, it's definitely up there.
And it's John Carpenter, so he's got the nice synth soundtrack.
Just the bit where the dog's like biting the cage.
Yes.
Bits of the
Oh,
cage
trying to-
off,
So
it's like-
trying to escape. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then you put your dog torture.
Hey, I just
Traumatized your dog.
Traumatize your dog.
I just put the movie on. He watches movies with me sometimes. I remember I've got a clip somewhere. I was watching What If, and he's just staring exactly the way he's staring.
I don't.
In that
believe
clip of
We're
the
all
thing.
staring like that at What If too, though.
Yeah, exactly. He knows what's going on. So yes, as soon as he saw a husky on the TV, he was like,
Like, so, the first second of the movie.
yeah. He's like,
Yeah, and then
Dog.
he saw the husky getting shot at. He's like, "What's going on here?"
because he was asleep on my leg. Not asleep, but he had his head rested on me,
I heard the dogs.
and he saw the dog, and then he just sat up and
going on
stared,
here?
and he was kind of glued to the TV.
Yeah.
Even when the dogs were dying and turning into gross flesh monsters.
The effects in that movie,
Incredible.
incredible.
When that later on, when the head pops off and then grows the legs,
Yes.
the upside down head just spiraling around.
I guess maybe because
So damn good.
we're old and we're used to it, but the practical effects look so much better.
100%.
Oh yeah.
Well, but just not that. It's the respect for when it was done, for what you got out of it. Like, that blood doesn't look like blood, but I don't give a damn.
No.
Yeah.
It looks good enough, right?
Yeah.
I'm suspending my disbelief. I know this is not real.
And if it's like it is real because it exists
Yes.
physically, right? I feel like that's
It has more weight.
yeah, absolutely.
does.
It's not digital.
And
I'll
you
give it,
can-
yeah, 100%.
The skill that took to do
Oh,
this,
yeah,
man.
all the creature effects and that, instead of just CGI. And like CGI guys are great.
Like,
They do some like
Of course.
when they're doing the autopsy and the chest
Yeah.
opens up. So damn good.
And that gives something to the actors who then can perform
Yes.
better.
yes,
Yeah.
If something
yeah, it's not
is
just
so
a green
real,
screen.
yeah,
It's-
yeah,
They're actually got something to work
Yeah.
with as opposed to pretending something's...
And, like with CGI, we can get more epic things on the screen.
yeah.
Sure.
Definitely. But
It's for movies like this where it's like in a bottle.
Yes.
Practical effects work
Yes.
Yeah.
much better.
Oh,
For
my
horror,
problem with
yeah.
digital effects is that it used to be you used the digital for stuff you couldn't make.
Yes,
Yeah.
That was impossible.
Yes.
So then we go to the digital. But now it's just digital first.
everything.
for everything.
Alright?
And-
Stuff that doesn't even need to be sometimes.
And you'll make the digital stuff look like practical stuff.
Yeah.
Like that stop motion
Man, I think,
thing
yeah.
in Boba Fett. And like in Dune, like that city just looked like a miniature. It's crazy. And they would have consciously tried to
digital
make
to
that
make it look like
come
that.
across. This is really bizarre.
You know what I love about it? The acting and the characters. Like, there's a lot of characters in it, and they got not much time, but they're all different. They're all some a little cliched sort of thing, but that's how you're
Yeah.
gonna have it with that kind of ensemble.
Definitely.
But they all kill it. Like, there's
Yeah.
not a weak one.
No, I totally agree.
I didn't realize it was Keith David until I watched it again yesterday.
So good. So good. Great movie.
Yeah, it
So
really...
you reckon one of them infected at the
Oh,
end?
the ending, yeah.
Or you would yes, I think it has to be right.
Steph felt like it was McCready because he kind of gives him his
Yeah, yeah.
bottle, and then when he drinks from it, he starts laughing. And I was like, I never thought about it like that.
Keith David, when he speaks, there's no
Yes.
Yes,
breath
yes.
like McCready.
Yeah.
Yeah. no,
Movie rules.
Yes.
I love that movie.
Yep. I love open endings.
Yeah.
They're just so cool,
100%.
and you can just talk about it for hours.
Yeah, you're definitely not spoon-fed stuff in that movie.
No.
Yeah. And I love when they go on their little expedition, find the craft, and when they go underground and see he's been working on building a craft.
Yeah.
Like, how freaky would that be? Like, you've already seen this thing turn into people and whatever, but you go underground and the dude has built a spaceship out of
Like-
scrap.
3/4 built too.
You
It's
know?
not like
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
frame. It's ready to go. Like,
Or just him. Like, when he starts realizing and he's doing his projections and...
Yeah.
Man, like, that's great. Like,
Freaks
when
out.
it's over.
Yeah.
If any of us leave here, he just snaps.
yeah, like 22 days. Or like, yeah.
The first shot when he opens the thing and the noose is there, I'd like to come back inside.
I love that
now.
bit where he's like,
Oh.
I'm all better now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you let me back inside, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I love that
I'm not
bit.
gonna hurt anyone. You're
I
gonna kill them
I
all.
love that bit.
And the best was,
Oh, he's all calm.
like, the dog at the start deserves an Oscar.
Yes.
Seriously, it's the perfect Simpsons dog is the evil character because he's just there up on the, just hanging around everywhere perfectly, up on the desk looking through the window when Mac and what was his name? I can't think of it. Yeah, when they come back from checking the other facility where those
Yeah.
dumbass.
Or just when he sits down in the kennel, just the way it sits, like it just looked evil. And it's just a dog sitting down,
Yeah.
but it's just ready to mess stuff
Like
up.
just how it walks in slowly.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, alright.
So good, man. So glad to watch that again.
Has anyone seen the prequel?
Yes,
Yeah.
I enjoyed the movie. It
Yeah.
was way better than I thought it was going to be. Its biggest problem is it's just a little redundant. It's
Yeah.
the same sort of
It's not
thing.
the
Yeah.
same
It's
movie.
not needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is just that camp that they see got blown up,
That's
right?
right.
It's
Yeah,
just
This
that.
is what happened there.
Yeah.
You don't really need
Because
it.
it ends where things starts.
Yes.
Yeah, with the dog running
Yeah.
off.
Right, yeah.
Because like I didn't watch it for ages because it seemed offensive to be making a prequel for because unnecessary, and it is. But the movie's fine.
I look forward to watching it because I read they were doing all practical effects, and before I realised
I
that.
got cold feet.
Yeah, I didn't realise
So lovely.
until after I watched it. I'm like, wow, this is very good for
Practical.
practical. And I realised, oh no,
Not
they
well.
ruined it.
Yeah, the
Not
studio.
ruined it, but
Ruined.
they
You
wussied
can,
out.
you can still find footage on YouTube of the original practical effects they used, and
So much better.
incredible. Because all they were going to do was just kind of the monster was driven around by this puppeteer and he had like blue pants on. They were just going to cut the pants out.
Was it in the helicopter where the dude splits in half?
Ooh. Yes, I think so.
That bit was excellent. Like in the
Yes,
prequels,
yes, yes.
entire torso just splits in
Yes,
half.
yes. And it's got Mary Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Always good
And
names.
the Australian.
Yeah.
It wasn't as good.
Didn't care.
Okay.
So, who's next?
We're gonna do ratings.
Ratings.
Oh, ratings. My bad.
Ah, 10.
10.
10.
I was going to say 9.
Okay. We'll allow it.
You seen it before, Dave?
No, I haven't.
What?
Oh, how was it? Oh, yeah, what'd you
please.
think?
Oh, yes,
You
please.
didn't- You didn't say
Yes.
anything.
You've been quiet.
It was
Speak.
great. Like, I can't fault it at all. Really.
But you've never seen it.
Yeah, well, if I did, I don't remember.
Yeah,
it. But
okay.
yeah, like,
When you're watching it, like, did you have ideas who's...
no,
Like,
I had no
yeah,
idea who
you
it
didn't- You
was.
didn't sort of start picking...
And at the end, it's like, it is an open-ended ending because you got McCready and Thing there,
Yeah.
and they're just like sitting there. It's like, like it just leaves you. It's like,
And even if they're both
for
not,
sure.
they're gonna die.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Like
They will freeze to death.
it was
yeah,
a
no
bit
doubt.
like. To me, it was a bit odd. It's like, okay, we're not leaving now. Like,
Yeah,
we have
basically, it's
to
like,
blow
yeah,
this shit. We have to kill everyone, including ourselves.
Yes.
It's like we're not getting out of here, and it's like one of the black guys is like, oh, great.
Did you watch it at night or during the day?
Late afternoon. Yeah.
On-
So-
And it was only television, it wasn't on your computer.
no, on the TV.
Okay.
On the-
because that blood testing scene, was a bit
Tense.
tense.
A little bit,
Yeah.
especially when like they're tied to the
Oh,
chair,
oh, yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like next to
yeah.
it. It's like,
Yeah.
Having chair all night.
Yeah, so good.
and then they don't learn the lesson because they still have like one guy next to the other. They don't think, oh, maybe we should split them up. Like,
Nah,
no, we'll keep
Crazy.
going.
Oh, when he shoots thingy, didn't they find out he's fine? Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Too late now.
But yeah.
Well, it's his fault for acting super suspicious.
Well, I just think he's a suspicious person.
Yeah.
He's a bit creepy.
Yeah. Yeah.
A
Cool.
great movie.
I love how the doctor just goes crazy at first.
It's the
Like,
best.
Well, yeah, he figured it out. Like, oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Because you're
Don't worry,
right.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't let everyone escape. Destroy the helicopter. The snowplow.
You know what I love? But like McCready, you're like, how come McCready's in charge? He's just a
I know,
That's a helicopter pilot. But because he's badass.
I like how he had a computer just for chess.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then destroyed it.
Yes. When he's stuck there for ages still.
And considering how much that would have cost back then,
That would have been
Yes.
advanced machinery.
absolutely.
And like he's not lost to it before. Or maybe not.
He's excessively short-tempered. Let's put him in
Yeah.
charge. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, that was great.
Well, it just seems like no one else was.
Step it up.
Yeah, no one stepped up. No one, he just probably the type of dude who takes
Well,
charge when.
A lot of them are not a lot, but a lot more
Scientists?
scientists and not as many alpha males.
Yeah.
You like
that's
Gary's older and like this
There's-
clearly
it's
taken as a
really-
cushy mall security job, right?
Walking around with a damn holster.
Yes.
He's a cowboy.
Yes. So yeah, McCready's top.
Great movie.
Yes, 10.
Did you give a rating, Dave?
Yeah, 9.
Dylan?
9.
Nice.
All right.
It's fair.
Dave's turn.
Dave's turn. I'm Dave.
Are you?
I think so.
Here's the thing. Get him.
I'm gonna go Death Proof because I haven't seen it.
Oh.
Nice.
Have you seen Planet Terror?
Ooh, that's a good point. Am I gonna machine gun leg?
Oh,
I haven't seen that.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Do I watch? No,
I
might
do
have to
remember
watch
Machine
both.
Gun Leg.
But do you remember as a movie or just from the posters and all the
And the
promotional
cover of the
materials?
film on the DVD.
I think I remember like seeing Machine Gun. They do
The
their
ridiculousness of it.
I love
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
grind.
Yeah, I was like, I'll most likely do the double then, I think, Dave.
thing. Yeah.
I think I might do the double.
So Grindhouse and Death Proof.
Well,
Grindhouse is the pair.
yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's Planetera and Death Proof.
Yeah.
Well, Death Proof.
I watched Death Proof first, and then depends what day I around and get it to it during the
I
week.
think
How
I've
the week's
seen
going.
Planetera more than I've seen Death Proof.
What's first?
Planetera?
Okay.
Because yeah, it was I remember seeing in the cinema because they didn't originally put him in the cinema here,
No.
No.
It was supposed
and then
to
they
be.
did later on. And I
Yes.
think I went and watched it like cinema 11 or 12 in Liverpool. I think I was the only one in there.
Yeah, hey, it was the best because you get the trailers and everything,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's great. Double bill.
Both on Stan.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Yay.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll enjoy that.
I haven't watched them for a while.
We'll enjoy that
Long while.
lap dance scene once again.
Mm.
You haven't seen either, Dill, I think?
I haven't seen either of them.
Oh, excellent.
Good
Nice. Nice.
Excellent.
Death Proof got Rosario Dawson, in it, so it's also a big fat tip for me.
She's in the show just started with that Dope Sick on Disney.
Huh?
Yeah, she's in that with Lock and Kenny. It's pretty damn good. Rosario.
Alrighty, believe that wraps it up for this week.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll have comics to talk about next week.
Might have
Like
2 weeks worth.
two.
anyway.
Oh.
New comics, that is.
If not, Dave will come up with another Dave activity.
Dave's activity!
This was pretty good, Dave.
Please.
Yeah,
see?
Yeah.
1 out of 5 is good.
That's what I love about you, Dave. You're an ideas man.
Yep.
We're well due.
And no matter how many times I tell you ideas are stupid, they come back. It's what I love, Dave. It's what I love.
Expect the next 4 to be shit.
That's fine, we do.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay,
We'll
thank
mark
you
them
for
off
joining
the-
us.
Subscribe, give us your lists, tell a friend.
We'll be back
Tell
next
us
week.
Subscribe.
your wrong list.
See you next week.
Bye.
See ya.